Where was I? Oh yes, modeling the awesome ninja. Hiya! So what am I gonna do here? Look at here, man. Look at here. What I'm talking to you. Look at here. Now, from my perspective, I don't need to use these reference images, So let's just get rid of watching the images. How do you do that? Just hide the camera. Boom. Now we can really focus on the shape of our model here. So the images aren't so distracting. Same thing with this guy. If you don't want to see the image here, you go to show and then you deselect the camera. But I want to see my front and my side viewport. So let's go ahead and start modeling his torso. And what I'm going to do here is, oh, check this out. I want to see the lines. Like when I deselect the model, I still want to see the polygons here and the segments. So you can go in here, this little button here, wireframe. If I click on that, boom, boom, baby, boom. Okay, so that's pretty useful. You can see the shape that you have going on here. Okay, I haven't touched this yet. This was from the last tutorial. So let's come down here. You can do the same thing here. You can turn that on. Now, viewing the X-ray mode is kind of tricky because not only are you viewing the front segments here, like these lines here, you're also viewing, if I turn on X-ray mode, you're also looking at what's behind it. So to see this line that's coming down here, it's not in the front, but if I go to the back, it's right there. So you want to be very careful when working with this, when in the side viewport and in the front viewport, because you can come in here and thinking, oh, I'm moving the front and the back, or just the front, and really you're not. So again, that's why I use a perspective as well. So quickly look at it, glance at it, make sure everything's working well, and then go back and work on the front and the side viewport. So again, go to the edge. Now remember, now it's going to be a little bit tricky because since I cut this, remember this was just one separate object from it. If I go ahead and select this edge and I double click on it, it's going to loop all the way around the edge because it's coming all the way around like this, coming to the back and then meeting back where I double click. So make sure now that you just select the edges that you want. So I'm going to go ahead and just select all the way around here. And now what I'm going to do is, now notice I just selected the right side of his torso and then the left side also got selected. So that's why I told you it's very important not to do the copy, when we did the duplicate special. Do the instance. The instance will allow you to do that cool little trick that we're doing here. So extrude, I'm going to bring this down by hitting W. Go to the front viewport, bring it all the way down to the bottom of his little jewels over here, his little Pinky Winky, or in his little Pokemon. Pokemon. Did I just say that? Oh my gosh. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to split this little part here, because we need a little this little space between his right leg and his left leg. Now most newbies tend to connect both of the legs together under one vertex. Now that's not how your legs work. No one is connected just like both of your legs are freaking connected together. That's freaking weird. So you have to have a little space in between them, for your nitty gritty stuff. So make sure that you have a space here, and the way that you do that is I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna go to object mode and I'm gonna do a split or cut face. Then I'm gonna make sure it hits that vertex here. See that little dot? So I selected the edge and boom, it hits that vertex. Now I'm gonna come down here to this segment and I'm gonna go right there and I'm gonna hit enter. Right? So if you look here, now it added a segment, but because again I have this as an instance, it added it to the back here, to this other side here. So again, do the same thing to the back. Is it that guy? Yeah. Make sure it hits the vertex, add it here, enter. Go to vertex. I want to make sure that the front vertex, this one and the one in the back, are exactly on the same side. So hold down V, snap it on the x-axis, boom. And now you can see here's that little gap that I'm talking about. So you want to make sure you have that gap there. Okay. And now what I'm going to do here is grab this vertex and line it up to this edge here. So I'm going to get this shape going down here like this, like a little arc here. Grab this and move it up. I'm going to grab this last one and move it up. So we're pretty much shaping this, his pelvis, like some tidy whities, you know, like he has a little underwears going on here. He's like a sexy tidy whitey ninja. He comes out in his freaking Fruit of the Loom white underwears. So that's exactly what we want to go for. We want to go and get this looking kind of like it's an underwear. What can I say? It does look like it does. You know, don't hate on me. It looks like one. And that's it. I can probably pop this vertex out a little bit, give it some volume. And now what we can do here is, from this shape, we are going to go to edge. And then we need to close this off. So I'm going to do an extrude. No. Actually, no. Shoot, did I extrude? Yes, I did. I'm going to undo that. Control Z. I'm going to show you this other cool looking tool here. So you see this edge here? And you see the edge on the back over here? This little... Shit, let me point at it. This one and this one. We're going to connect those two using what's called... What is it called? The append to polygon tool, which I have right here. Looks like this. Okay, so you can do it under object mode or whatever. Doesn't really matter. Just click on that. And now all I have to do is click on this edge once, and then click on the other edge that matches that edge on the front, and now check it out. It added this little bridge. Now all I have to do is hit enter on the numeric pad, and then boom. Now remember, I only did this right side, and because I have the instance copy, it made the left side. So I'm only worried about the right side. Remember that, guys. I'm only doing this side. Okay, now that's pretty cool. You can see now we have an area here for our leg. So let's keep moving along, I'm gonna cut it here, and that added an edge in the middle. So move it along, and then I'm gonna leave that one there, because if I were to push it down, which kind of looks right, if I were to push it down, it starts looking like a circle. But if I go to my front viewport, now you know, it doesn't look right. So I'm just gonna leave that one there, and I'm actually gonna move the other one, the one in the front and the one on the back. I'm gonna move these up, so that way it works the other way. And then what I can do now is I can rescale this out, or not. Actually, no, just the vertex. So go under vertex, select the one in the front, and select the one on the back, and then just push these out like so. Okay, so now this looks a lot better, a little bit better. And what you can do here, go back to object mode. I'm gonna split this twice, one right here and another one over here, and then I'm gonna select the edges, so that one and the one I created, and just push them down a little bit to give it more of this roundness here. Now make sure you go under the side viewport again, and then you start messing with it here, because you can see it's not matching up from the back. So Let's grab this guy from the back edge. Now the side viewport, and I'm just gonna move it back. And I'm gonna grab this edge right there, that one. Now I'm gonna move this down and back. And what else? I'm gonna move this vertex. I'm gonna move it up and back. So somewhere back here like that. And you start coming in here and shaping this. Maybe move this up. Grab this guy, push it up like that. And this guy, and I'm just gonna go ahead and move it a little bit further down, just to give it more of that, this circle looking like here. Move this forward. Something like that. Let's check it out from the front. Boom. Boom. Now he's got package. So let's go over here to the perspective. Check it out. Let's make sure that everything is working good. Everything looks pretty neat. It's starting to look like somebody, right? It looks pretty cool. Like it's looking like something, right? So we're moving along. So now all I have to do here is right click, go to edge. Now check it out. We have this nice circular edge here that we can easily just double click on it and boom. What do you think we're gonna do? Come on, you're a genius now. What do you think we're gonna do? How are we gonna do that? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? That's right. We're gonna extrude. Hit W and then boom. You pop out a leg. Look at that. Look how easy that is. So what I do here, oh, do the splits. Oh, he's gonna jump. Oh, oh. Quick ninja kick. Okay, that's enough. Let's go to the front viewport. Now check this out. It looks pretty nasty. It's like it's cut here. So how can we make this flat? How do we make this edge here flat horizontally? Grab your rescale tool. Make sure you're under your edges here, and I'm just gonna push the Y. I'm gonna push it down. Now make sure you don't. You see this little the middle like cyan color. This one to rescale this way. Make sure that when you're pushing this down, it doesn't go underneath that little box here. See, because now this thing flipped. So make sure you just come down here to it and then release. And then do it again. Grab the Y, come down to it and release. And keep on doing it. If you go under, you know, it's okay. Just pop it back. Or not. Okay, there it goes. So you can see we're just scaling this down and it flattens it out. So let's scale this out. Match, you know, just match the right side right now. Don't worry about the left side. Sometimes your drawing won't match up but the other side, so you know, don't worry about that too much. Let's move this all the way down to the center of his knees here. And then let's scale this down. Something like so. That looks pretty nice. And then let's go to the side, make sure it's working from the side, and then just scale from this way and then push it forward. Go back to the front. Okay, go to perspective. It's looking good. Looking good. He has a flat butt right now, but again, don't worry about it. We're gonna add more shape to this later on. Like I said, right now we're doing what's called a proxy model. So it's very basic, very quick and dirty, okay? So again, extrude. Push this all the way down to about there, right before it goes into his shoe or whatever, and then scale this down or something like there. Nah, I like it there. And then object, we're gonna insert this little puffy, his puffy pants. So bring that out. Hit G to select the same tool you were using earlier, which was this one. Push this in. Hit G again. Maybe one right here. You can see it. It shrinks here. So I try to put this right in the middle of the shrink. Make one. Hit G again. Put one right there. And hit R for rescale. Push it down. Push it down. Push it down. And then rescale it out this way. And you can move this up or however you want. No, I'm actually gonna rotate this one like so. Go to the side. Make sure it's matching here too. Push this out. Or how does it look here? Something like that. We'll come back to it. Again, I just want to move quick right now. Somewhere here. I'm gonna push this in. You can even do it under the vertex, you know. Go to the vertex, push this out. Grab this, push it up. Go back to the side viewport. Again, we haven't adjusted anything over here. Scale this down a little bit. And this guy, I'm gonna keep it straight a little bit. Something like that. Start pushing these. Push this out and move. Bring this in. Line it up. Now I just selected vertices and hit F to frame, and that'll bring you a lot closer, and then just zoom back out. Something like so. Now you can obviously see we need maybe an edge here to bring this in right there. Oh crap. Go to vertices. Something like there. So these are his pants, and then this thing here is like he has a, I don't know what that is. What do you call it? This little thing wrapped around his ankle. So it's starting to take some shape here. Okay, we have the front matched up, you know, okay-ish. Maybe I'll go ahead and add one more edge loop here so that I can come over here to the front and I can push this out. Go to the vertices, and then I'm gonna scale this in a little bit and then push this forward like so. And now I am going to take a look at the perspective. So it's starting to look like something again. Now what I'm going to do here is, I don't like this triangle, so I'm going to get rid of it by splitting it from here to here. And then when I get rid of that, I'm going to have one little cube here and another one up here. So check this out. I'm going to do a split from here all the way across to here. Hit enter, and I'll just select this edge and this edge, and I'm going to delete them. So now that looks a lot better and a lot cleaner. So now I can come in here and, you know, give them a little butt or something. Okay, and I can come over here, select just the vertex in the back. Make sure that you don't select the one in the front, and then push this up a little bit, something like so. Go to the side, make sure he has that little butt going. Push this to the back. And that's starting to look pretty cool. So again, we're going to do this exact same thing we did to the back, but now to the front, so I can get rid of this nasty looking triangle here. It doesn't really look even, so I want to keep it even. And it's a good practice to make quads. So quad meaning, you know, 4 sides, not tris like triangles. So this one has 3 sides. You want to keep, quads, because when you go ahead and apply smooth mesh, it'll just make it a lot more even, a lot smoother. So again, go to edge, take this one, and then just delete them. Go to vertex, and I can probably push this one out to give his leg some volume. Push this out a little bit, give it some shape, and I can come in here and then push this one in, close that gap a little more, something like so, and then bring that in, bring this in, and I can probably bring this vertex up, bring this guy down, push it in, bring this, push up. So it gives it that nice flow here. I'm gonna push it out. Push this guy out. So something like that. Now I'm happy with this. And then these are gonna be like pants and stuff. So again, just go in here and start shaping this. Now you can tell this is a little bit flat. So what you might want to do is come in here and select some of these edges. So maybe double click on that edge and then control to deselect these edges up here. And then I'm gonna push this out like that. Again, double click this edge. Oh, that one stopped nicely right there. And I'm gonna bring this out like so, and I'm gonna give it some roundness to it. And back here I am going to grab this one and I'm gonna push it out so that it looks more spherical. I'll push it back like so, and maybe this one I want all the way to the back. So control deselect those and then push this one out like so. Okay, very nicely. And then just to finish off the foot, I'm just gonna bring it out and then go out this way, and I'm gonna make sure that it has a nice even curve here. So I'm probably even gonna speed this video up right here so that you guys know how to extrude and you know how to work the front and the back. So I'm gonna speed this part up. So I'll see you in the future.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, I can't see what you're modeling. Hey, can someone please slow this video down so that I can see how he's modeling the leg? I need to see this part here. I want to learn how to model the foot. Please, somebody tell this guy to slow it down so that I can see how to model this. Hey, was that a squirrel? Hey, what's going on? Hey, what are you guys doing? Hey, whoa, that got me dizzy there. Hey, whoa, don't spin it too fast there because I can't see what's going on. Maybe, oh, I see what you're doing there. Hey, I always wanted to sound like the annoying thing. Ring ding 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 ding. Yeah. Oh, you know what? He's moving the camera pretty fast because if he moves the camera fast, he thinks he's a ninja, because ninjas move fast. Or maybe you're moving the camera pretty fast here. You sped this whole thing up because you don't want us to see how crappy you model a foot. Yeah, that's what it is. He got caught. Hey, animation methods guy. You know what? Your model doesn't even look like a ninja. It looks like a torpedo. A torpedo. You shouldn't teach how to model. You should teach how to turn CG into crap. That's what this looks like. Maybe you should get a real job and not make videos on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just a squirrel, but at least I got nuts. And they look better than this model. No, really, I'm just trying to see how you model the foot. But now you sped this video up and no one can see what you're doing, boy. So, what am I supposed to do now, huh? Am I supposed to look for another YouTuber who's teaching how to model a foot? I'm a little munchkin, you know. It's not my fault you model freaking slow, so you have to speed this whole part up. Maybe next time, I'll get a better look if you slow down the video.
Boom. So now he has happy feet. Happy feet, happy feet. You can make him jump around. Jump around. Boom. Jump around. Jump, jump. Instant walk cycle. That's what I'm talking about. Check out this walk cycle. No keyframes. Oh, snap. Moonwalk. Moonwalk. Oh, snap. Moonwalk. Oh, look at this. Oh. So, this is what I did. These are some pretty feet. Pretty feet. So it's, you know, it has a lot of geometry on here, but it's pretty much close to done for this one. So you can see here I left a little hole there. So what I'm gonna show you now is another thing that I didn't show you before. So select this edge here, and then what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to cap it. I'm gonna bust a cap like bang bang. You go to mesh, you see it says fill hole. Boom, I just capped it. So it just added a big old polygon. So again, like I said, you cannot have this weird shape here. So you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 edges, like an octomom. Okay, so you cannot have 8 edges. You can only have 3 or 4. That's it. You cannot have 5. You cannot have 6, because then it looks very weird. You know, if you're gonna do this professionally, when it goes into a game, you know, it's gonna give you major problems. And if it has 3, sometimes, you know, it's 3s or tries sometimes work. I've seen it gone into games, but mostly, you know, to make stuff clean, you want to have 4. That's why on this whole model, you're pretty much only gonna see 4. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna fix this later on. Probably show you how I fix it. You know, you can probably add another ring through here, and then like I did before, detach this one and then have it come up here like this, and then attach here to this vertex down here, and then just delete that one. Okay, so again, go to my split tool, grab this one, link it to this other side, hit enter, hit G, hit that vertex, hit this one, hit enter, hit G, hit the top, hit the bottom of this, hit enter, G, bottom to the top. Boom. So now I have a triangle and I have quads. So you know, it's okay-ish. You know, I'll come back and I'll fix the triangles and pop this guy out a little bit. And you know, this is pretty much it. So hopefully you guys understand how to do this. Very basic. I'm gonna continue showing you how to model the rest of this model, like, you know, his arms and his head and everything, but for right now I just want you to start getting the basics of it. Okay, now I'm not adding a lot of geometry here. As you can see, I'm still keeping it fairly simple, but it's enough for you guys to start, you know, shaping things up. Okay, so I hope you guys learned something. You guys know how to take it from here. If you guys want to get ahead of me and just go ahead and model the whole character, you know, go right ahead. As you can tell, I'm going to select this edge and I'm going to extrude it out. So it's going to come out this way, and I'm going to continue this shape. And again, use cylinders for the fingers, you know, like I did with the foot. Cap the edge of it and then match the vertices, you know, get some quads going on there. For the head, again, at the very end, we're going to grab both of these and then we're going to combine them. So then you can see up here I already have an edge loop. I'm going to extrude it, bring out the head, you know, and just go from there. So that's pretty much it. I can add a smooth so I can see what this is looking like. And I'm liking this so far. It looks sort of ninja-ish. You know, I can imagine this guy running around looking pretty cool. I know it's kind of basic, but like I said, this is for basic character modeling, so you guys get the hang of it. I'm going to undo that. Never model or continue modeling after you added a smooth, because that smooth will add so many divisions that it'll just get you lost. Okay, so just Control Z to undo, and like I said, we're pretty much done here. Just the arms, the hands, and the head. I'll probably show you how to unwrap this guy, texture it, and then maybe bring this guy up to rigging. I know a lot of you guys want to learn how to rig, how to add those controllers so you guys can start animating, and that's what I plan to do. So hopefully subscribe so you guys can can follow me throughout this whole process of how I work things, and you guys will learn. Wow, you guys will learn everything I know. You guys are gonna replace me in the industry. I don't want to lose my job. Peace out. Facebook.com/animation methods. Like, follow me, learn, live, and love. Peace out.